Head down, I'll get wide base. I'll peel his fingers. Again, hand it off to my other hand. Put it right outside my knee. Once I beat in that hand, I step that foot up. Keeping my head and chest up and my hips under me. I don't want my head looking down and I don't want my hips forward because then he's just gonna drive me down. So right here, I'm holding good back pressure, posting this hand on the mat. Once I'm here, step up, keep that hand up, flank, and I'm out. We're gonna work on attacking a hand, so kind of I call it hand fighting on bottom, to get to an escape. Now, two things we gotta think about, right? When we're on bottom, we need to win a side of our body, and we need to be utilizing that side. So if I'm on bottom and Ryan got to that wrist, let's say he has a really good blade ride, right? And he gets that inside wrist, and he's got it trapped here, right? So he owns this side of my body. So I need to own this side. Now the way I can do that is by trying to win this wrist back, but then also once I get his hand, I want to take it and put it on the side of my body that I own. So what I'm going to do here, and there's two different options. Option one is to try and drop your head and peel the fingers off. But what I'm going to do if I do that, if I try and peel the fingers off, I'm going to cross pummel. So I'm going to bring this hand up, grab it with my opposite hand, and then once I have the fingers controlled, I'll hand it back to my right. So if he's on my left wrist, I peel the fingers off, left hand grabs, passes to the right hand. Now, once I have all four fingers, I can put that hand to the outside. If you have the fingers, there's total control of the hand. If you're on the wrist, he can still move it. He can still work with it. But if I take control of his fingers like this, it hurts. And now I can put this hand wherever I want it to be. So I'm gonna put the hand to the outside. Once that hand goes to the outside, if he's still on this wrist right here, I'm not worried about it because all he's got is an inside wrist and I can roll that wrist out, or I can even just kind of post it. So if he's here and he has that wrist, I post it hard, or I can even let him hold on to it. I'll put that wrist out, but I own this side of my body now. So once I own this side, I'm gonna try and step this leg out and look at my position here. So I'm not leaning forward, so my hips are not under me. I'm kind of sitting back on my heel right here, so I can move around on this bottom knee, right? And now, the other thing I want to focus on when I have this hand is I'm not putting it all the way back here so he can roll it onto my back. I keep it right outside my leg, kind of behind my knee. And now from here, all I really got to do is start to work up to my feet by knee sliding a little bit and popping up. If he's still on this wrist, there's not a lot he can do here. He can't really come to that side and hammerlock me or do anything like that, because I'm putting a lot of pressure on it, keeping it from being able to move. So I'm rotating, start up to my feet, he'll chase me a little bit. All right, once I get up, I can get out. But when I get up, preferably, because better wrestlers are gonna be following you, I wanna get a flank between him and I. So I'm gonna put this hand through, and right there now I've created separation. I can go to that underhook, I have options to score out of that, or if he feels like I might be threatening something, he might back away himself, just to create space. So if he feels me going underhook, he might sense I'm trying to throw him or do something of that nature. So when I'm on bottom, he's got that wrist. So again, option one, right here, I kind of put my head down. Now I'm kind of demonstrating it, so I'm not putting it down. But in a real match, I'll put my head down, I'll get wide base. I'll peel his fingers. Again, hand it off to my other hand, put it right outside my knee. Once I beat in that hand, I step that foot up. Keeping my head and chest up, and my hips under me. I don't want my head looking down, and I don't want my hips forward because then he's just gonna drive me down. So right here, I'm holding good back pressure, posting this hand on the mat. And again, I'm not worried. Some people worry about a cradle here. I own this hand. He has no hand to lock up a cradle with because I have complete control of his hand and I'm squeezing his fingers really hard. So once I'm here, step up, keep that hand up, flank, and I'm out.